30 minutes there, Eric, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes, with the bruise.
We might have a good say at the end of this quarter, I think.
Yeah, well,
this game's going to
this might well let us know how the game's going to finish, because the umpire Hunter moves to the centre circle. Ball goes in the air, and we're underway in quarter number 2. Thomson through O'Connor. Get to the drop of the footy, goes towards half forward. Great mark at centre half back there from Nick Farr. And the two number 18s competing against one of the both great overhead marks, and that'll be a great contest. To Clark in the middle, takes the mark, moves on quickly. Bannockburn quickly into attack. Shaw tried to get it across to a teammate, but Jerkovic, he stole the handball, goes to Dowie. Oh, terrible kick from Dowie, but I tell you what, Jerkovic has made it good, because just sheer determination. The lead comes from Forbes in the middle, numbers with Bannockburn, the mark not taken. Goes to Lewis, a long kick to full forward. Aitchison, the consummate defender, big punch clear. Bradley along the ground, now numbers are with Thomson. It's a handball from Jerkovic out to Dowie. He's pushed as he kicks the footy. No free kick down the ground. Gardner leads in the race for the ball. Just sheer strength around the body towards half forward. And there's Justin taking the mark. He chips it forward into space. Now we've got Bradley running. Also got O'Connor there. Picks it up. Handball back to McDowell. McDowell now for Thomson. To the goal square. Great one-on-one. There's a lot of... now the
free kick to someone.
The umpire off the football, who was 70 metres from the controlling umpire, has taken complete charge. And he's given a free kick to Ross Panther. Now, Gibbsy cannot believe that, and he wants to be careful he doesn't get penalised, because he heaved the ball well away from the player. Now, they're pretty hard. The controlling umpire was in the goal square 5 metres from that. Laurie?
Yeah, no, I didn't see. I was hoping Dale might have seen that. I couldn't see that.
It was just a mark, one-on-one, wasn't it, surely? Now Panther, with the free kick, goes for the check side. He's checked it right across the face of goal. Has he got over behind? Yes, he has. So rather fortunate there for Thomson. But it is the first score of the second quarter. 1-5-11 Thomson. They trail Bannockburn 2-1-13 Raiders. Bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 2 minutes gone.
David Gibbs sends it to the back pocket to Clark. Feeds it on to Farr. He's had a million kicks already. Farr going very, very nicely.
6 kicks
towards Dando. Dando runs away from his opponent now. Takes a bounce on the outer wing. And another bounce on the outer wing. Runs it to the true wing position, then kicks it long, looking for Harding. Can't take the mark. Off hands it goes. Advantage with Thomson. Switches play. O'Connor. Hand pass to Aitchison. Aitchison just measures the kick. Oh, gee, didn't measure it too well. He was looking for Maheris. Lucks of fortune. Bounced off Maheris into the arms of Mark Henry, who kicks to centre half forward. Who's at the back? Maheris. Panthers at back there too with Forbes. Forbes kicks it off the ground. Kicks it the wrong way. Kicks it to... an opponent, and Bannockburn are away through half back, and Dando takes the mark once again. We're back where we started. Dando looking for the big man Dorber, misses him. Dorber, second effort's good, throws himself on the footy. A couple have done so. In fact, seemed to be a push in the back. Yeah, Justin's got the free kick for Thomson. Feeds it wide. Here come the Thomson Tigers now towards Forbes. Off his hand. Far first back on it. Hands and knees. Hand passes off. Gee, surely a free kick to Bannockburn, not paid. They're letting it go. The umps, fair enough, I suppose. Now there's a whistle, and it's a free kick to Bannockburn, as Lewis had it anyway.
No, it's gone the other way. He's reported the wrong way. There's a fair bit going on between Gibbs and Gardner.
Gardner's got it. Gardner's got the football. Did you spot that, Smithy?
No, I think Dave Gibbs out there at the moment. He'd be giving as good as he gets. So a good combination, those two.
Okay, so the free kick with Tim Gardner, who just, as you said, Laurie, before, he loves it on the run.
Yeah, well, you won't want to jump up this bloke. You'll run around him.
So there he goes here from about 40 metres. Not much of an angle. Oh, he's off to the left. It's 2 points he's kicked. He should have had 2 goals. He's got 2 points.
So 1 goal, 6-12 Thomson. They trail Bannockburn 2-1-13. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 4 minutes gone. As Gibbs now. This is Daniel went for a torpedo, didn't quite hit, and Daniels does well in the centre square to take the mark. Chips it sideways to O'Connor in the corridor. He goes long to full forward. A very poor kick in real terms, because David Gibbs was the only one back there, took the mark unattended in the goal square. All Bannockburn from the kick in. Wishart takes the ball, has a bounce, and that's another poor kick, and Dowie takes the mark at centre wing. I wonder if there's something wrong with the footy, because a lot of good players are not kicking this footy too well. Handball from Maharis, too hot for Justin. Ball bouncing very awkwardly in the middle. Picked up Jerkovic. He threw the ball out, but the umpire has conceded it was too high in the first place. He wants to be very careful, Lewis, that he doesn't get a 50 there, because he wouldn't let go. But Jerkovic for the Thomson side in the centre goes sideways. Not a lot of value in that, except that Thomson still have the footy through Daniels. He goes wide. Now Lewis, he's beaten by Gardner. Gardner eludes a tackle. Check side to centre half forward. Not a good kick, picked up by Panther, looking for some support. Goes looking for Henry there. The ball bounces poorly. Now towards centre wing. Numbers with Thomson, but Woods does well. Handball back to Reek. It is. He goes around 360 degrees. It's a well-directed kick if Lewis can get to it. He can't, unfortunately, for them. Picked up there by Henry for Thomson. Does well. Runs to the centre circle. In fact, ran a fair way. Goes long towards Panther. Poor bounce there. Gibbs behind his opponent. Gets it over the top to a teammate there in Hinkley on the ground. He goes wide to Harding. And Harding has taken the mark on centre wing outer side at the 6-minute mark for Bannockburn.
Moves it quickly. Harding kicks it to half forward. Clears the pack. Who's back on it? Coley tries to trap the football. Gee, now he'll be looking for the boundary line. He hasn't got it, but he's got a ball up. I think the umpire crosses himself.
I think he was looking for the boundary line, I think, Smithy, but if I think he had it went over, he would have pinged him.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Wishy was sort of just sweated on him a bit more. He might have got a free kick too, I think.
There's the ball in the end and belted over the line this time. No, kept in play somehow by Bannockburn. Might have been the right move. As
Joshua Coley punched the ball looking to go out of bounds and hit Nathan Denham fair square in the head with the football.
There you go. Anyway, we've got a boundary throw in this time.
That's friendly fire.
Yeah, from your teammate.
In the forward pocket. Sun's still shining here at Bannockburn. We're being blessed. Pretty cold, but not a bad day for footy. All up with the sun shining. Hand pass out of the pack there, and the ball goes spinning back over and
off the
out the full.
Shaw, I think, might have kicked that.
Yeah, we got a big Dormer in the line of sight there, and he's a big, tall unit, isn't he? Free kick to Thomson in the back pocket. Just the play switched to Highland. Highland draws his man, and the man is Wood, so we want to be good. Feeds a hand pass to Dowie. Dowie has a bit of a look forward. Kicks it into the middle of the ground. Good mark down there for Aaron Bradley. Bradley kicks it wide, looking for Maharis. Just needs a kind bounce. Gets it. Far's hot on his collar. Doesn't catch him. The kick is hurried, though, and chopped off for Bannockburn down there in the last line by Stigter. Moves it quickly to Clark. Clark at half-back now. Takes the mark. Broadcast side for Bannockburn. Feeds it off to Watts. And the kick is a beauty because the big fellow in Dorber takes the mark right in front of the broadcast position. Gee, an awkward looking kick puts Lewis under the pump. Should have marked it and dropped it. Highland must have talked him out of it, I think. Anyway, Highland's tackled into the ground and we've got a bit of an arm wrestle and a ball up.
Quarter time scores, other GDFL games. East Geelong 6-3, Inverleigh 5-1. Werribee Central's 2-5, Anarchy 2-3. Belpost Hill 5-4, Corio 5-3. North Geelong 8-2, Winchelsea 4-2, and Belmont Lions 8-3, Geelong West 1-1.
As the ball is in the air and then sharked off the pack by Watts, who's going beautifully, kicks the ball to centre half forward. Thomson with the numbers. Now a couple of Bannockburn boys get into the fray, including Watts again. Feeds the hand pass high, didn't have time to look. Chopped off by Jerkovic. Ball screams the crowd and he's pinged. And very, very good play down there by the little fellow in Hinchcliffe to tackle him to the ground. He's got the free, point of the square to send Bannockburn into attack. 1-6 plays 2-1.
Great pass.
As he just, well, you heard it from Laurie to Goldie. The pass was there, Wishart presented, and he hit him laces out in front of his body. Just where you want him, isn't it, Smithy? Right in front of your eyes.
That's what I said. That's what the good delivery for there from Hinchcliffe. And this is Benny's best day today because he's a bloke that loves to get out there and tag a bloke, and he'll play his best football today.
Wishart, 40 metres out. Got the wind behind him and just sends it home. Sends it home on the breeze, Wishart. That's good play from Bannockburn to get it rolling again. How far have we gone into this second term? 9.5 minutes.
Yes, 3 goals, 1-19 Bannockburn, 1 goal, 6-12 Thomson. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard. As Phil indicated, 9 minutes gone, Loz.
Yeah, Brad Watts is up to 9 kicks and 1 handball, so he's having a great day. Great football, Smithy.
But I think
he's a good young kid. He plays pretty well. He's a good mover, and he uses the left foot seems to catch a lot of players out, and he's got a good left foot.
Why doesn't anyone pick him up? That's what I'd like to know. Can you please tell me that? Think about it for a while.
in the air goes on the back of Justin. Justin. Tap really doesn't go anywhere. Now it's in the centre circle until Highland picks it up. A very quick kick to centre half forward, and Forbes takes the mark ahead of his opponent far. That's a great battle there, one-on-one. And Marcus Forbes won that round because he's got the mark. The man on the mark is 50 metres out. Forbes now, long kick into the Bruise. Bruise holding it up. It's really offline, and probably a mark that David Gibbs should have taken near the boundary line, but unfortunately let it slip through the hands. And Brett Sheedy's holding his hands to his head, the coach of Bannockburn, beside our broadcast point, and I think he's going to cover some miles today by the look of things.
He already has.
The ball's thrown in. Nick Maharis, beautiful tap down, but to nobody, unfortunately. David Gibbs, handball to Shaw, and Bannockburn are out of the defensive area, looking for the boundary and finding it on half-back flank. So a very good kick at the 10.5-minute mark of the final quarter.
Yeah, fair dinkum. If that was if I was out at the farm there, I'd be setting a rabbit trap right where that coach is there, Sheedsy. You'd get him every time. He's got a track already worn there.
Ball thrown in, outer side. Justin in front. Ball intercepted by Daniels for Thomson. Back towards centre for half forward in the corridor. Nick Maharis, well, he got his opponent out of the way, but failed to take the mark. And Watts ends up with the football for Bannockburn. Towards half forward flank, Reek. Great mark, and away he goes. Towards centre half forward, there's good lead from Brett Harding. Good defensive work by Aitchison. Gets the ball down to Highland. Looking for a teammate in Dowie on centre wing, opposed to Watts. Umpire had the whistle in his mouth then. I don't know what he was going to blow. Dowie, terrific work. Kicks it back to centre half forward. Great contest at the front of the pack. Forbes hooked it around the body. It's a long kick towards the goal area. Unfortunately, has missed the mark. Another behind to the Thomson side off the boot of Marcus Forbes. 1 goal, 7. 13 Thomson. They trail Bannockburn 3-1-19. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
Ball back into play to centre half back. He was looking for Dorber. Chopped off by Maheris. Opportunity now for the Tigers. The Thomson Tigers, and he's kicked it, Maheris. Gee, terrible mistake from full back.
Poor kick out then, and you can often pay for it when the ball's not there and it's not kicked in the right spot. Might put a bit of pressure on the forward line. You can turn it over fairly quickly. Got to make sure they're right.
Point was Laurie Maharis really attacked the footy then.
Yes, they've been under a little bit of pressure down there. Forbes hasn't been able to get away, and probably Nick hasn't been actually as well. But that was a good goal, and that'll do his confidence really good. He's been playing pretty well. I think he was nearly BOG last week, Maharis. So
it's 3-1-19 Bannockburn, 2-7-19 Thomson. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 12.5 minutes gone.
First blue that David Gibbs has made pretty much in this game, but it was a costly one. There's the ball up in the middle. Shark by Shaw, sends it forward, looking for Woods, drops the mark. Second effort is a beauty though. Dribbles the ball towards Harding, spins around, Harding-esque, and kicks a goal. Kicks a goal around over his left shoulder from centre half forward. That magnificent stuff.
Second goal to Brett Harding, and the fourth for Bannockburn. 4-1-25. They take the lead again from Thomson. 2-7-19 Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone. Dale, Brett Harding, a right footer, he confused everyone, went to the left, and he's got enough talent to kick a goal. Yeah,
that's a good thing of America. We spoke about it before the game, and him playing a bit more close to goal. He's highly active, and he's got a good skills both sides of his body, and he can make you pay either end.
So back in the middle with the umpire. 13.5 minutes, a very entertaining game here at Victoria Park. Justin gets a tap down, stolen by Clark for Bannockburn. Quick kick inside 50 once again. Woods taps it forwards. In the way there is a Coley for Thomson. Goes across the ground, has Dowie, and gee whiz, under the rules interpretation these days. How that's not 50, I don't know, but it's allowed to get away. Dowie goes to centre half back, and Highland now takes the mark. Highland now for Thomson. Straight down the ground. Over the centre square. Big pack of players.
Mark.
Far. Oh, mark not taken. Oh, it looked a pretty good mark from here. And the umpire has put the whistle just forward of the centre circle for Thomson.
I never used to take many marks like that. It'd be a bit dirty if he didn't pay that. I'll give you the
The only reason he dropped is because he hit the ground and it came out of his hands anyway.
So the ball in the air, comes to ground, this time picked up there by McDowell. A little give to O'Connor, out wide to Daniels it is. Daniels now on the left foot towards centre
Oh.
half forward. There's a nut.
Play
Well,
that.
now there's almost an identical scenario.
But he dropped that one.
Well, that was punched out of his hand.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, actually, I would have paid that one, but I would have paid the other one as well.
Yeah, because if they're going to be consistent, they're going to be the same. So Forbes now, man on the mark, 25 metres out, directly in front. A very important kick here, I believe, for Thomson into the bruise. Forbes,
He's
well,
kicked that.
he didn't strike it too well, but it's gone right through the middle, and that's tied the ball game up again. 3-7-25 Thomson, 4-1-25 Bannockburn. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was a good result, but a mongrel kick, Smithy.
Yeah, Nick's does it a fair bit. He sometimes doesn't strike the ball too well, but that was the end result's what you need, and that's what he's put the score on the board.
No, that was Forbesy. He does kick that.
It was too. Sorry, mate. You're right. Sorry to Nick.
It was a terrible kick, but it went as straight as it died. It was a helicopter punt that did not deviate in the breeze, so maybe they'll be using a few more of them down that end. Okay, ball back in the middle of the ground, and scores all tied up here at Victoria Park. Love saying that. Ball in the air, Torba belts it down. Shark by Highland, sells the dummy, then hand passes it further afield to his teammate down there. In Andy McDowell, the kick is chopped off by Bannockburn. Gee, they look good in defence, Bannockburn. They're not panicking. Just steered it out to Watts, half-back flank. Just taking plenty of time now to make sure the kick's okay. Goes short, finds Woods, his partner in crime. Woods, back to Reek. Reek, he'll try and do something here with it. Sells himself around beautifully around Downey. Then kicks it long to half forward. Oh. Big fist on play from Armstrong. Crash over the line it goes. Didn't give Harding any opportunity to weave his magic. Boundary throw in. At half forward. 4-1 plays 3-7. 25 apiece.
Just before the throw in, Chris Reek. He looks a young boy.
Yeah, look, this is probably his second or third year of football, and he's got a great endurance. Probably the only thing that lets him down is his kicking, but he works hard and he'll run all day for you.
Ball to be tossed in now at half forward, broadcast side of the ground, right underneath the scoreboard. Big Dorber at the back, Justin at the front, kicked out of the pack by Coley. Goes about 10 metres, doesn't travel too far. Picked up by Jerkovic, gets it off to O'Connor. O'Connor has a bit of a look around, then sends it to the hot spot. Sun getting in players' eyes. No one takes the mark. Jerkovic goes in to pick it up. Couple of players in there for Bannockburn. One of them's Clark on the end of the hand pass. Dummies the handball, then decides to kick long to Harding at centre half forward on his chest above the pack. Good mark. Here's Brett Harding starting to stamp himself a little bit on the game.
Not without a chance, Dale, from there.
Yeah, it might be just outside his range, I think, Eric. I'd like to see Woodsy back in the goal square, which he is, just because he's got a great jump and he's a great chance to take a mark here.
45 metres out, no angle. He's almost directly in front, so it'll take a very good kick, but he's got a bit of breeze behind him. Sabali Armstrong just pointing to the mark, saying, I'm not going to run over it, and then tries his best to put him off. Did get under it, didn't quite have the legs. Ooh, gee whiz.
H.E. said a point or two.
He's happy to concede, and one behind is the result.
So that gives Bannockburn the lead. 4-2-26, Thomson 3-7-25. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes gone. And Armstrong to bring the ball back into play. We saw this fella kick with the wind, Phil.
Yeah.
I can assure you, he's gone for a short pass, which is not too brilliant. He's found a teammate out there in... it was Bradley. Bradley out in the back pocket. Has the mark taken by Denneman. Handball to Bradley, who continued running. He's had a bounce, pretty cheeky. Over the top to O'Connor. They're trying to get a little bit of flow going the Thomson side. The handball came to Daniels. He goes down the corridor to centre half forward.
I think it might be Harris's free kick.
A whistle on the play. Now one umpire, he's paying advantage, and now he stopped on the mark. So free kick Mahara. So obviously perhaps against Farr on that occasion in the contest. So 19 minutes into the second quarter. Nick Farr, the man the mark, is 45 metres from goal. Will take a very good kick from Nick Maharis into this breeze. He's lining them up and certainly going to have a ping at them. Well, he's gone for a torpedo. It hasn't worked at all. Panther straight through his hands in the goal square, and Bannockburn are away. Although Gage does well, attacks the footy. He's well, he had a fortnight to get rid of it. That was almost in slow motion.
I don't have that long for my holidays.
I suppose in basketball you're not allowed to get tackled, so the basketballer thought that he could control the footy and then pass it off. But unfortunately, it's a free kick holding the ball against Gage. It goes to Clark. Good tackle. And in the halfback flank for Bannockburn. 20 minutes gone. Now he runs around the man on the mark, Clark. Goes towards centre wing. Oh, good work, Dowie. Unfortunately, doesn't get the ball over the boundary line. Reek, handball to Harding. Good work there from Bannockburn. Harding's had a couple of bounces. Gets a handball over to Dando.
Oh, good play again.
I don't know what Dando was trying to do with the footy, but terrific defence by Thomson. And, well, they could have been home, Bannockburn then, because they were running the ball very, very well from half forward. But it broke down 2 metres from the behind post.
Great smother from Aaron Bradley.
Fantastic. He just had his eyes for the ball, didn't he?
So 20 minutes gone, second quarter. Ball thrown in quickly. Picked up there by Urcoli to Gage. That's better. Got the handball to Highland. Highland now looking for Dowie. And Dowie does well to get past Watts there. Handball defensively to Armstrong. Armstrong to centre wing. Here's the contest in front of us. Oh, in front of the pack, Christian Highland. Fantastic mark. Handball quickly to Gage. Gage now. He gets the ball to boot to Panther. Panther still inside centre square, a long way from full forward. Goes down the flank looking for Timmy Gardner, and Gardner with good body work there. Takes a strong chest mark. And what's he got? 2 behinds to his name from set shots. This would be certainly the most difficult angle.
You kick this.
And in front of the social club here, Timmy Gardner. He's only 30 metres out. A very acute angle starting from the boundary line, but he'll move in. 21 and a half minutes gone. Not a bad approach from Timmy Gardner. It's across the face. In fact, it's marked inside the field of play.
Don't know what the Thomson boys were doing then.
Good work by Daniel Gibbs.
Daniel Gibbs moves it quickly to Nicholson. Awkward looking kick, didn't cover much ground. Opportunity for Thomson to make them pay here. Kind of throws the ball towards Jerkovic. Play on, says the umpire. Dando's in there. He's tagged. Justin falls on the footy. Slaps it out towards Highland. Doesn't need to take possession. He's got 2 or 3 of them against him down there. Just kicks it towards the boundary line. Clever play. It's not out, however, and they all converge on the footy down there. Both sides still in play. Outer side of the ground. Half forward flank. Tunnel ball along. Winds up with Bannockburn this time, and out of defence they go to centre half. Shaw at between centre half back in the middle of the ground anyway. So Shaw wants to kick to advantage, or Gage goes one-handed, controls the ball to the ground, and then picks it up and kicks it into the middle of the ground to Urcoli. Urcoli, one way then the other, puts himself into a bit of trouble. Hand pass is not a good one. Handball's into a pack in the end, and we'll get a ball up. I don't know what Urcoli was doing there.
There couldn't be much talking out there, could there, for that to happen? I mean,
he made life hard for himself, didn't he?
Trying to draw the player, and maybe had nothing to kick to up forward, Laurie.
Probably, yeah. I forgot about this modern footy. You kick the damn thing if you're going to be caught.
Good on you, Laurie. I'm with you. Ball in the air. Gee, there's a heap of players around the football. We'll get another ball up here, I think. Yep. Another whistle. Clear it out a bit, boys. Open football required.
How are you going, Smithy? You up with these new rules?
No, I don't like it much either, mate, the way they play the football now. I'd like to, the same as you, Blakes, get the ball down there, give them a contest into the hot spot.
Bannockburn by 1 point, 4-2-26 to Thomson, 3-7-25. Ball up, ball down. Oh, he's picked a free kick the third time. And over the shoulder, says the umpire. Free kick to Bannockburn. And it will go to the boy with the helmet on, Hinkley.
Ex-coach at Geelong.
Hinkley.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Hinkley with the football. Gee, good-looking kick. Gets it all the way to centre half forward. Coley gets a fist on it, gets it to the front of the pack. Who's in there? Highland tries to wrench his way through the pack, can't do so. Wishart winds up with it. Standing start kick to centre half forward. Gage with courage.
Gee.
Takes the mark on his chest, just backed into the pack. Eyes only for the football, sends it wide and finds McDowell. No, it's not. It's Daniels, the look-alike. Daniels sends it out wide to the run of O'Connor. O'Connor just measures the kick beautifully and finds McDowell. There he is. I knew he'd be in the play eventually. Feeds it back to O'Connor. O'Connor towards Justin at centre half forward. Whistle on play now. It's a free kick to Bannockburn. Too high. Did you spot that, Smithy?
I missed that one again.
Shaking your head.
Must be listening to the wrong game, I think.
Farr's got the footy at centre half back. No, he's had to give it back to Lewis. Lewis gets the free kick. Kicks it into the middle of the ground now. It's all Thomson with the numbers. Gardner Feeds it back to Jerkovic. Jerkovic just steadies and kicks it terribly. Chopped off by Dan Gibbs. Sends it wide now for Bannockburn. Looking for Campbell. It's a bit of a foot race out there. Jerkovic slings him away. Then Campbell goes back at him. Play on, says the umpire. Lewis goes in to help. Feeds it over the top. Hinkley. Now there's a whistle. Didn't spot
Play
it.
on,
Advantage paid. Lewis between wing and centre of the ground. Kicks it to centre half forward. Peeling for the mark, Bannockburn. Play on, says the umpire. Hands and knees down there by Bradley. Gets it out there. There's a couple of teammates trying to help him out. A couple of Bannockburn fellows in there throwing themselves at the football too. Winds up with Thomson in the end. And it's the little fellow Daniels. Kicks it into the middle of the ground. Dando swats it to the ground. Gee, toing and froing here. Dowie with an opportunity for Thomson. As he kicks it, switches play to centre half back. Gage, now he's paid advantage. There was a free kick. Gage has the football. Advantage paid. Kicks it to the wing. No advantage there because it's all Bannockburn. Van Ingen kicks it high. Looking for down there Shaw. Can't find him. Shaw lays the tackle on his Thomson opponent and rolls him over like a crocodile over into touch. And have we got a ball up or a throw in or what have we got? We've got a ball up. And it's between wing, broadcast side of the ground, and half forward. Eric, take over. It's been an eternity going nowhere.
So the ball in the air. Watts does the ruck work for Bannockburn. Comes to ground. Picked up by Lewis. Coley comes through. Handball out to Highland. The old steady head over the top to Dowie. Dowie now. Control kick looking for his teammate in Maharis. Over his head. Over the head. Oh, great tackle Maharis. But the ball comes clear to Van Ingen. He's got a bit of time. Goes for a lovely pass to a teammate in Melbourne. Melbourne now close to the boundary in front of our broadcast position. Finds Wishart. Wishart still on centre wing. Beside the centre square. Goes for the lead. Up one-hander was Denneman. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Clark's got 3 to beat. Can't do it. Jerkovic. Handball looking for Daniels. Wasn't expecting. Gets stolen there by
Perkins
for Bannockburn. A goal kicker and unfortunately just offline. So almost knows something out of nothing there, Perkins. Behind to Bannockburn. 4-3-27. They lead Thomson 3-7-25. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes gone.
As the ball's kicked in quickly. Thomson now through Daniels at half back. Sends it wide looking for Aitchison. Can't control. Going in to help him is McLeod, the youngster. Left foots it around his body and spots up Justin. Feeds off the hand pass to the run of Gage. Gage, long
That's
right foot kick at goal. Maharis, does he touch it? Does anyone touch it? Just. One behind. I thought it might have trickled through. But one behind the result. And you're right, Laurie, that's what you do. Drive it long.
3-8-26 Thomson. They trail by a point. 4-3-27 Bannockburn. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 27 and a half minutes gone.
And the ball will be put back into play now by Bannockburn. New kicker innerer. And they'll have to go back to the old one, I think, because he kicked it straight to Thomson's Nathan Denneman, who takes the mark. Centre half back. Denneman just spots up Forbes, can't take the mark. Front and centre of the pack down there is Henry. Scragged to the ground by far. He's trying his heart out as the siren goes. Is that the siren?
Yes,
it is
it
the
was,
siren.
It was. And
not used to these proper length quarters.
A bit of Forbes, a bit of players running into one another. But it is half-time here at Bannockburn. And what a sensational game. And first versus second, both undefeated. And at half-time, the home side, Bannockburn, 4-3-27. Lead by a point. Thomson 3-8-26. Goal kickers in the first half for Bannockburn. 2 to Brett Harding, 1 to James Wishart, 1 to Clinton Shaw. And single goal kickers for Thomson. Marcus Forbes, Nick Maharis and Ross Panther. We'll go to a break. When we come back, we'll have Laurie de Goldie and Dale Smith's thoughts on the first half in a very interesting game here. You're tuned to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.